I told my married boss I didn't want to sleep with her, so she had a breakdown and trauma dumped on me. My boss was a married 47-year-old woman, who I always suspected had a crush on me, and one day she invited me to a one-on-one lunch. At one point during the lunch, she flicked off her high heel and under the table placed her nylon on my nether region. I nervously asked her what she was doing, and she told me straight up that she fantasized about me. She said that all I had to do for the promotion I had been wanting was F her brains out in her office every day. The thing was, she was a very attractive woman, and most 23-year-old guys would have jumped on this opportunity, but I couldn't. She always was a mentor and a friend to me, but nothing more. I subtly removed her nylon-covered foot from down there and told her I'd think about it. Truth be told, I was scared. I really didn't want to do it, but I was worried that if I told her no she'd find some excuse to push me down the company ladder, or even fire me. After a lot of thinking, I decided to send her a text, asking if I could meet her in the office after work tomorrow. She sent a kiss and a devil emoji back, and when I walked into her office I found her sitting on the desk. She seemed very excited to get it on, but that's when I shook my head and told her I couldn't do it. She became very confused and asked me if I didn't find her attractive, and I told her that although I did, I saw her as a mentor, and the fact that she was married to a 6 feet 3 inches retired Navy SEAL was also stopping me. At first, she seemed to accept my answer and promised that my image in the company wouldn't change, but then, not even a few minutes later, she slowly started to tear up, until she broke into a full sob. She seemed so hurt and heartbroken, and I didn't know what to do, except for hugging her tight and trying to calm her. I could tell there was a whole lot more to this than just me rejecting her, so I asked her what was wrong. She took a few minutes to calm then, and then she told me the real reason she asked me to sleep with her. Turns out that a few weeks ago she opened up about their marriage, and she told me that separation or divorce are not an option, because they really love each other, and the idea of being apart is too much for them. I told her he clearly didn't love her if that was the case, and she shook her head and told me I don't understand. She said that over the years he had been the best husband she could ask for. When she had cancer, he took on a second job, drove her to every appointment, and still did all the household maintenance. She told me that for years during their marriage, she struggled with bipolar disorder and was downright nasty, and even very violent towards him. She said he had every excuse to leave her but never did. She said that there was always a reasonable explanation to him cheating on her, except for this final fourth time. She said she was actually going to put her foot down and end things, but that's when her husband convinced her to have her own affair, and so in order to save their marriage, they decided to open it. That's why she gave me the offer to sleep with her. She explained that she decided to ask me as I was the only one she could trust enough to ask that, and she hoped that after all we have done together, I could at least think about it without reporting her. But after I told her I wanted to talk in her office, she started to have lots of doubts. She began to regret asking me because she believed I was about to say yes, and after I said no she was so relieved, and then immediately felt heartbroken. She said she loved her husband, and despite everything she couldn't do this to him. The thing that hurt her the most is that she realized she wasn't able to do this to him, but he had done it to her. I consoled her for hours, and when we were done talking she thanked me for everything. She left him in the end, but only because she forgave him again, and then caught him a fifth time.